Yes, welcome ladies and gentlemen. It's your host, Shane Guilford, and you are joined us for round 6 of the SimHaus V8 League for 2025. We are at Hidden Valley Raceway in Berriman, Northern Territory, and the track temp is super high at the moment. Boys are out in quali, and I've got my favourite co-commentator in the box with me, David Baker. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, thank you, Shane. Good evening, everybody. How are we all? And hopefully looking forward to a very hot summer's day here in Hidden Valley. Pretty cold here in Sydney, unfortunately, but it's definitely nice and hotter in the top end.
Yeah, so the air temp's about 22 degrees, and track temp is 40.7. So we've got 30-minute race and a 50-minute race. It's 2 races. It's going to be 25 laps and 45 laps. And each track length is 2.87 kilometers around the Hidden Valley circuit. And we'll get on track now. And as usual, Dave, we'll go to the season standings. Oh, no, we won't. We'll just show what tyres are on offer here. And as usual, it is the super soft in blue. The whites represent the softs, and then we've got the hards and highly unlikely the green tyres of the wets. So bring up the season standings, Dave, if you want to go through that for the folks at home watching.
Alright, so after 5 rounds of the championship at the moment, this is how it looks going into tonight. Craig Broadband 6 on position number 1 with 94. He'll be looking to descend that hopefully. If not, Scott Flack, position number 2. Had a very interesting kind of round at the last round. He is currently on 82. Daniel Obazano, our last round winner. He got that maximum 20 points and 6 on 78. James Spotto, position number 4. He's going to do so well at the last round. He'll be looking to make it a little bit better tonight. He's currently on 56, only 2 points ahead of Justin Bice. They're currently 6th, position 5 on 54. He'll be looking to probably jump up tonight if he has a good night. Craig Stoddard, position number 6. He will look probably to go a bit further with 47. Eric Chandler unfortunately dropped to 7th after missing the last round. He'd be wanting to get back up there and probably get some more points. Position 8, Matt Collins, the birthday boy. He's not here tonight. Happy birthday to Matt Collins, by the way. He is sitting on 42. Rob Logan, he is currently not here as well tonight, unfortunately, so he'll probably drop, maybe if not, he's on 32. And Ant, our international driver, is not here tonight either, unfortunately, and he is currently sitting on 26 as well.
Actually, Antonis is in the channel with us. Hopefully he can get on track. He's just jumped on Papranopoulos from Greece, and hopefully he'll get on track and join us for race 1. We will see. But yeah, Eric Chandler missing last round, dropping to 7. A big one there. Matt Collins is going to drop some spots after missing tonight as well.
It's his birthday, so he's probably out enjoying his birthday, as anyone would do.
Yeah,
they wouldn't want to race on their birthday.
And big race for Craig Stoddard at Wanneroo or Barbagallo last round. Very impressive 4th place in round 2. Got him 11 points, so he was very happy with that position, and that moved him up into P6. All right, out on track at the moment. Let's go. And it is Scott Flacky, being hot all week in practice and showing a clean pair of heels this time. Always getting into trouble, Flacky. If it wasn't for a couple of incidents, he would have been very strong and got some really good results at Perth.
I reckon he'd be leading the championship right now if he's going to have the problems that he had.
Well, yeah, he's always gets caught up, and he's always got to fight back, which he does exactly that. But he's got to cut through the field, which costs him a lot of time. And he's the we know him as the tyre whisperer making those
Yeah,
tyres last.
definitely. Indeed. Flacky can definitely make those tyres really last, and I reckon he'll try to do the same here tonight. But the boys are going to want to be careful down into turn 1. There is a tyre barrier there, and you don't want to go senging it either, because you make one mistake and you're going to hit that tyre barrier very hard. I've done that in the past here at our Hidden Valley as well.
Yeah,
And
so
it's not really nice.
So we've got Antonis Papanopoulos jumping in, which is great to see. He'll be getting the tyre warmers off and getting out for a couple of laps, and maybe during the warm-up he can keep going while we go to a commercial and bring you guys a great live coverage here in R Factor 2 in Australia for the Australian V8 Supercars at Hidden Valley Raceway. On screen at the moment is Daniel Opedisano, currently in P2, R3 for Butterbing Motorsport. His teammate Ross Licciardi isn't in the server at the moment. I'm not too sure if he'll come late. Usually he's a late entrance. Hopefully he can join us later on. But Daniel doing his best to get up the top. Not too far off. If you look at the timing screen there, Dave, it's only 0.2 in it.
He's just literally gone even quicker. He was pretty good in practice that I was watching earlier, and he was really just driving the car nice and smooth, not doing much with the other boys. I was checking in with them earlier, but Flacky right now is literally probably going to end up getting to the 103s if he pushes it nice and well. So Craig at the moment, he's doing a 104, 174. Oppo's just gone and done a 104.200. Watch Flacky's time as he comes across the line. Doesn't improve. He stays where he is right now.
Okay, so we've got Justin Chalui on screen in P5 for the Shell Helix entry. Eric Chandra back in for HM Engineering. James Spotto wants to keep his consistent, currently 4th in the championship, and the quali session has finished.
Yep.
So let's see where they go. A couple of guys still out there on hot laps, and we'll just have a look through the timing screens. Casey Lagarde is joining us for the first time, so let's see what he can deliver in the race.
Craig's about to come across the start finish line. His sector 2 was a 21.43. Doesn't improve. He saves position number 2. Oppo stopped. He's called it. Justin is in the pit. Chalui is stopped. I think they're pretty much all basically done. Yes.
Yeah, we're all finished. Just Papanopoulos coming around for the finish line now, getting his few laps in for practice. This guy is definitely one of the top drivers on track. Just hoping we sort out his technical issues. He's racing with us from Greece. We've also got a driver from Indonesia in Eric Chandra, and we've also got, and where's he disappeared to? Jacob Steele. He's out there as well. He's driving from Great Britain. So welcome to all the drivers internationally, and hopefully they show us what they can do in the Australian V8. It's a very heavy vehicle, hard to master, but these guys do a fantastic job, and to race these cars around on the circuit together is a great feat.
Not only that, it's good to see not just New South Wales and Queensland boys, but a lot of other people coming to race with us and seeing what they can show and say, well, okay, I want to see what you boys have got with the New South Wales or Queensland boys. It's mixing up, so it's not just a battle of state of origin between the two states. It's good to have other people come in as well.
Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to show the qualifier results now. It was Scott Flack on pole with a 104.030, unable to improve that in the second half of the quali session. Behind that, it was Craig Broadbent, Daniel Opedisano with a 104.2. The top three all within, 0.2 of a second there, so very tight at the front. Justin Bryce on a 104. Chalui in 5. He's been away for a couple of weeks, and so it's good to see him back in and up the pointy end of the field. Eric Chandra posting a 104.9 to get him in P6. And James Spotto, 105.124 is in 7. His teammate Craig Stoddard in 8. Casey Lagarde is in 9. Troy Cieslawski, we haven't mentioned him from Queensland, is in the top 10 and will start from P10. And then P11 will be Jacob Steele, and then Antonis Papanopoulos just posting a couple of practice laps there. We'll start from P12. All right, Dave, I think we'll get to a commercial break and we'll be right back for race 1 straight after the break.
Looking forward to it.
Stay tuned. Okay, welcome back, ladies and gents. We are back, ready for race 1. It is Scott Flack, Craig Broadbent on the front row. Staggered start. Oh, Broadbent getting an awesome start down the inside. Scott Flack left wandering, grabbing all the gears, trying to get ahead, and it is Craig Broadbent around the outside, very heavy on the inside there.
Wow.
And Justin Bryce moving up a spot, almost in the second spot ahead. Oh no, he's in P4. Just ahead of Eric Chandra.
Yeah, up then, so Flacky fell back. I think Flacky might have bogged it down a little because Craig just went away and left Flacky sitting there, basically. Eric Chandra up to position 5. He's got a good start on the jump that. Justin Bryce, the biggest mover, he was down 2 positions and has moved up to position 4. Craig Broadbent out in front. Craig Scottard back to 7th. Our international drivers moved up. Anton, I'm going to get his name wrong again.
Antonis,
right? Yep. He moved up to position 8 already. Troy unfortunately has fallen back, and so has James Spotto.
Yeah, I think there was an incident earlier on with Antonis and James Spotto, which Cieslawski got caught up there in P11, but it's Broadbent, Flack and Obatasano up the front. Bryce not too far behind, and Chandra just falling off there.
Daniel's got a run on Flacky. It looked like he was outside then and had a look and then just closed back in to say no, I'll just wait and see where thing is. Oppo looks a little bit faster than Flacky right now. Flacky's car does not look very settled right now in this race at all. Justin, this is the best that we've seen Justin, and it's only lap number 2. Justin is with these boys and staying there. This will be interesting.
His championship battles with James Spotto, who is falling down into P9. So this is be a great points grab for Justin Bryce for the championship if he just stays in that position. But it is lap 2 of 25.
Definitely, indeed. You don't want to be doing anything too silly. You got to be careful with that tyre barrier on the last corner as well. You don't want to go cutting that corner and hitting that tyre barrier, because that will definitely make your car not look very pretty if you hit that at all. Great broadband right now. I see the boys, they're coming out of the straightaway and then driving it into, so they're doing something a little different to what we did last year here at Hidden Valley. The boys are using more of the track just a little, not going over too much and copying that curve, but it's good to see that the boys have settled down nicely and well and all got through turn 1 very well. And Flacky White underneath, Craig now having a look at the hairpin. Nothing, he'll just stay there. So Craig will lead him still through. Oppo's back in third. Justin has just fallen off a little bit. He was close. There was literally 4 cars all together, and then Justin sort of just slowly fell them back into the clutches of Eric Chandler, or Kerry got the wheel up on that dirt then. You don't want to be doing too much of that. Back on the main straightaway, and Flacky is right underneath almost. You've got to get this draft and you can have a crack down in turn 1, but you don't want to send it too far. If you hit that tyre thing, it's going to mess your car. Flacky on the inside having a look. Flacky through to the lead of the race.
And that's Flacky through the lead. Broadbent relegated back down to P2, and Opposano right on the back of these 3 as well. It is nothing in it in the opening 5 laps.
Flacky played that well then.
Very nice, very smooth. Broadbent gave him plenty of race room, didn't squeeze him out into the barriers, which we know is acting like a brick wall rather than a tie barrier in the server. So very harsh. If you clip that wall, you will not survive that smash, both on the entry and exit of the main straight. Here we go.
Definitely, again, it's a long main straightaway here at Hidden Valley too, so if you can get that draft like Flacky did in that last lap, you will park it right beside, and unfortunately the other car there won't be able to do anything right now. But Oppo's doing the same thing. Flacky and Oppo's gonna have a look as well. Oppo,
big lock up from Oppo, just bumps into Broadbent. Broadbent could see it coming, so he stays out wide. Opposano using him as a what do you call it, an extra brake pad, and they're off unscathed. But will Opposano have a flat spot on there, Dave?
I reckon he will. It did look like he held that brake very long, and then the smoke came up, so maybe his inside tyre might be a little... Oh, Craig got a little sideways then. But no, you definitely don't want to be doing that, because I reckon Oppo might have a little bit of a flat spot on that tyre. So Oppo's going to want to keep an eye on his tyres and just make sure that there's not too much debris on there. If you flat spot the 2 marks, yeah, it's a real mission to try to keep these big V8 supercars definitely in. But right now, Oppo had a look, like I said, he had a look down to do what Flacky did, but unfortunately Craig shut the door down in turn 1 and said no way. So play on. Oppo now going to probably have another look. Eric Changler having a look at Justin Bryce in the back there. Changler's doing the same thing at Oppo good. They're all doing the exact same thing right now. And they're just, yeah, it's interesting to see where these boys have got the cars tonight. I reckon, what's the tyre thing right now? I think the boys are on different tyres and that, I think. At the moment, they look like they're probably on certain tyres right now, but Flacky's definitely on the soft tyres. He got the blue.
Looks like they're all on super softs at the moment there, Dave. So we can see Chandra chasing down Bryce, and this is Chandra in his old form. He hasn't had the best of runs this year, but this is looking pretty hot tonight as he's chasing down Justin Bryce. Oh, Bryce just tipping down into the curb just on them to the main straight, getting caught up in there.
Eric Changler then, he went out wide and brought it back in gently, and he got a draft on the side of Justin. So he did exactly, and I reckon Eric's going to get Justin down here easily. Yep, Justin just lets him go. Will he put it up nice and gently?
Oh, it's a switch over and Bryce is back up the inside.
Wow, so Eric out for braked himself then. You could see it coming down the main straight. He got a good, nice draft, and then thought, yep, he's perfectly in, and then Justin went back and did the tricks back and said, thank you very much, I'll take that back.
That was
Flacky
almost,
right now.
that was almost Piastri doing the move on Norris. Norris
Yes, definitely indeed.
getting in, but going too hot, and then Bryce showing his experience, just kept it cool, went back up the inside and regained that position.
The top 5 have broken away too right now.
Antonis Papanopoulos has moved up from the back of the field up to P6, and here comes James Spotto chasing him down as well. Stoddard close in tow, so that's another battle, and that is for P6, a 3-way for P6. So there's a couple of battles out there.
Right now, the two Fano and Spike Car together, but Flacky, he's on his lonesome. I reckon Flacky, he's the tyre specialist for a reason. He will play those tyres nice and well and just say, yep, Oppo looking to have a crack at Craig again. I reckon Oppo will probably be right there very shortly and try to say, I'm going to take this position. No, second gear. You want to get a good, nice one out of here, up to the hairpin, back to the first. Yep, and then drive it. You want to hug the corner. You don't want to be too wide out, because if you hug that corner, you can get it one into this part here, and then drive it through into third, and just really nice and gently up to this last part, and just run it through well, and then onto the last corner you can punch it right and get it all the way down to the turn 1. But Oppo right now, he's not really close enough. I thought he would have been closer then to have a slipstream, but it didn't work. But Eric Chandler definitely right on the back of Justin Bryce. This is the slipstream. I reckon Eric can have another go here. He's right underneath. This is what I was talking about. The slipstream. You get beside that and you're going to go perfect. Well, down into turn 1. Eric Chandler this time will be on the brakes. And again, Justin goes on the inside and says, thank you very much. You don't want to be doing that. You got to get it nice and perfect into turn 1 and then close the door and not let your opposition up the inside. But Justin just went back up there and said, we'll keep going and take this position back.
Bit of Groundhog Day there, Dave. 2 laps in a row, they've done the switchback. Chandra will, next lap, definitely not make the same mistake 3 times in a row, and should cover that inside line, or just take the line, cover it, and slow Bryce down so he can't come back up the inside and keep that position.
You don't want to be leaving that door open either, because if you leave that door and you've got all that momentum going into turn 1, it's just going to go nowhere, because the opposition's just going to go back up and say thank you very much. So Eric's on the back of Justin again, probably going to have another look. Oh, James Spotto then, that wasn't too good. Flacky's definitely gone, but Eric's going to have another look. I reckon this is going to be a third time lap down here. We'll jump on board with Justin right now. And Eric Chandler had a look, but Justin this time said no. Justin kept it close this time and said, no, we're not going to go for that again. The 2 team cars back in position 7 and 8, Craig Stoddard and James Spotto, the Fano and Spike cars. They're running 7 and 8 right now. They're back there just having their own little ways. Looking at the back of Justin's car to the front of Eric Chandler. So you got to get that nice little hug in the corner and then drive it out and keep close to the car in front of you. You can do that. You can get it all the way through here, or Eric got it a little over sideways then. It's getting that perfect and just keeping the slipstream nicely when you come out of this last corner down to the main straightaway to turn 1.
So back up front, it is Opposano still on the tail of Broadbent coming down the main straight. The 2 pairs, we've got this 2-way battle, and the one we saw before with Bryce and Chandra, that's going to hot up at the end of the straight. Watch this. No, Bryce is starting to stretch away, and only just under half a second, but under brakes, Chandra closing in there. And they've got to, it's all about tyre management now. We are just under halfway through the race. This won't incur a pit stop for tyres, but the next race will. And these guys are just leaving all that rubber out on track. They don't want to leave anything left on the wheels, and they want to give it a red hot go for race 1.
Chiloui's unfortunately fallen back to 10th.
He must have made a mistake earlier on.
and Jacob still is in 11th. So I think there might have been a touch between those two. Yep, there's Justin Jacob still on screen right now. He's fighting with Andrew Chalui and Troy Lazowski back in 9th. So there's P9, 10, 11 right now, and Chalui right up on Troy. I reckon Chalui will get this position done at probably at the end of the straightaway. Selvive Howard versus Cool Racing, Brad Jones versus Jick Johnson right now, and Chalui will just easily park it up on the side and say, I'm just going to take it nice and gently down the main straightaway. Troy just running his own race. Troy started position 9 and is back in P10.
So Troy didn't get a good launch out of that final corner, and that what gave the advantage to Chalui down the inside, and he didn't want to get too close to give that side draft away to Cieslawski to get that position back. And it is Jacob Steele now chasing down the blue cool drive of Troy Cieslawski, racing from Queensland. But Papanopoulos is slightly heading off Spotto, who's got Craig Stoddard hot on his tail. These three still together. Spotto taking a tighter line through there, but will it affect him on the exit of this turn? No, it looks all right. Chandra just dropping off Justin Bryce now, but the gap between Broadbent and Opposano is
heating up.
Is,
real quick, man.
And if you look at the gap that Scott Flacker's got, it's only 1.3 now, not 2 point. And there he is in screen. So they are catching him back. The last lap for Scott was a 105.8 and Broadbent was a 106 flat.
Oppo get a 104.810. So these three are breaking away. So right now you've got a battle between these three, and then you look back to Justin and Eric Chandler and fuck, I can't even get his name right tonight.
Antonis.
Elliot. Yep. That battle is literally it's a 3-car battle between those 6 cars. So they've got their own little battle, and then you've got the boys at the front. They've got their own little battle right now. So it's basically, yeah, pretty much a 6-car racing just in 2 parks right now. You've got these 3 coming through the last corner, and then you've got the boys up in turn, just about to come on to turn 1 right now.
Opposano tucking in, but not close enough to show the nose. Cieslawski in the pits already. Is he in for another set of tyres? It'll be a quick stop because they won't be needing fuel for that one.
He's also missing a front bumper bar as well.
So he's hit that inside curb. My guess is that's just ripped the front end off, and that promotes Steele up in the top 10 now.
Daniel's right underneath Craig. So Craig got a little tally in the back of that Ford Mustang then. His tyres were not so good. But Daniel's right there. I reckon this is where we're going to... Let's see how Daniel goes through this. Back nicely. Oh, Craig hit... Oh, see, Craig got that and Daniel got on the grass. Craig's on the brakes.
Here's an opportunity for Opposano. He's close enough to get in the draft now.
He's not... I don't know. He's in the draft, but it didn't look like he was close enough when he come out of that last corner. He may have a look. He's getting closer.
Up the inside. Here he goes.
He'll have a go.
Beautiful.
And he
will he pull it up? Oh. No, he's locked the front. Broadbent up there, back up the inside. But Oppo tried to get on the gas to head it off, but he's just wheel spun it, and that's why these V8s are so sensitive and hard to drive. And these guys, oh, bit of a lock up from Broadbent there. That's brought Opposano back up into the field. Inside dive for Opposano. Here he goes. No, Broadbent's covered that off.
Flacky had a little moment in turn 1 as well that I seen. Flacky went a little wide in turn 1 just as Oppo was trying to make a move on Craig Broadbent as well.
And we've got Chandra up on Bryce now. So that's a battle. And look at this battle, that battle. They must have come together because now the guys behind, 3 of them, have joined the party.
We've got going to be a 5-car battle in a minute.
Got Chandra, Bryce, Papanopoulos, Spotto, and Stoddard just in tow, and that's a 5-car run down the main straight with 10 laps remaining. Cieslawski in the background there, but he's 2 laps down at the moment.
Yes, yeah, unfortunately 2 laps down, and he won't be in that. So Eric Chandler leading this 5-car battle right now. And Justin, oh, he's very lucky.
Papadopoulos just went long then. We saw that in the bottom of the screen. Spotto could have taken advantage of that, but he wasn't in position to really do that cleanly. Up ahead, Opposano and Broadbent are back on.
Flackie's really lucky then. He stuck the right wheel on the grass and it almost spun him out, but he kept it nice and clean from spinning. Oh, that was so close for Flackie. Oh, you don't want to be doing that, Flackie, right now. Oh, Flackie just got up on the curb. Flackie, I think, is overdriving this car a little bit right now because he literally got that wheel on that grass and it snapped sideways almost. Eric Chandler and Justin Bryce. Justin right there. We're right on board with Eric Chandler right now, going to make railway. A cool picture of the inside cockpit. So these cars, basically this is what a V8 supercar looks like, boys and girls and everyone is watching around. They're big Camaro and Ford Mustang. As you see, they're pretty much not identical. There is different. Oppo and Craig Broadbent having a battle in, and Oppo's gonna. Oh, they're bumping and racing. They're clubbing. You can do it. You can get away with it. You just don't want to be knocking them off.
Well, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on because Bryce has just moved up another position back in a P4 with ahead of Chandra, so that battle's still going.
Wow. So Justin got past Eric, so I reckon Justin found a nice thing, or Eric made just the slightest little mistake, but it's definitely bringing our international driver in the Snowy River number 7. Jacob still has obviously DNS unfortunately.
Yeah. So with 7 laps to go, it is Bryce, Chandra, Papadopoulos, Spotto and Stoddard down. This is for P4. With 10 laps to go, this is definitely heating up. Can't wait for race number 2, Dave.
Oh, this is getting juicy right now. This is what we wanted to see. The boys are doing exactly what they did in round 5, putting a great show on right now. James Spotto has just passed the public jewelers for position number 6. I messed that up big time.
That was a nice try, buddy. Papadopoulos, but it's Justin Bryce, Chandra. These guys are all in the same shot. And Spotto's got past Papadopoulos. That is Spotto up in a P6. He's got the job done. And there is Stoddard waiting to collect as well. So Papadopoulos struggling on these tyres. You can see him bouncing around there.
Flackie back on the main straightaway. Daniel Opus. Oh, Craig Broadbent got past Oppo again. I think we've missed that somewhere on
There's
track.
too much action. We can't keep you in touch with all of it.
Justin got a one. Oh, okay, so
they're snaking down the main straight now.
This is a battle. We can't keep. So I'm hoping you guys are liking this at home, but this is world-class supercar racing right now. Eric Chandler really having a go with Justin Bryce and putting the show on in round number 6 of the V8 from Hidden Valley. The top end is definitely turning up the heat right now.
Oh, a bit of a bump from Chandra, just getting Bryce unsettled at the old bump and run, Ben Gisbergen style. But Bryce got too experienced head on his shoulders to fall for that one as he holds. I can see Spotto in the background of the revision mirror of Chandra there. So they are still close, 3-way battle right behind. Spotto leading that one as we're watching Chandra and Justin Bryce for Service Australia.
Daniel is up to the back of Craig again too, so
bit of a whip from Bryce there, and we're going to be snaking it down the main straight. We're off the racing line, trying to break that toe, not give that advantage. But let's see what happens.
There's so many battles going on right now.
Oh, hot into turn 1. There it is. It's a double. Oh, Bryce coming in, almost chopped the nose off Chandra there. He did that intentionally just to balk him, but he had just enough space there to get the job done.
Craig just locked up into going into the hairpin, and Craig's turning that car really sideways. Oppo is really close right now in the hairpin. This is great battling racing from all the boys tonight here at going. Everywhere you look right now, there's battles everywhere, and we can't keep up with it. It is so intense right now here at Hidden Valley. I gotta breathe for a second. This is really intense racing right now.
We've got 5 laps to go. Dave Broadbent still out leading that battle. Will Oppo just sit there and wait for the last 2 laps or something to make a move? But they've stretched that lead. Flacky's got no competition, so let's give him some airtime. He's 4.8 seconds.
He looks down the inside into turn number 1. Oppo's got, like you said, he would sit there and close the gate and said, no, you're not going to get this position. So Oppo played that smart. Then that was interesting racing for Oppo to have a look. We look back at the replay, and Oppo got up on the side and draft and just drag Waze Craig down there and said, see you later. Craig had a big lock up. And so did Oppo as well. So I reckon those boys have both got tyre wear right now. This is intense here at Hidden Valley Raceway. Race 1 of round 6, and the boys are really heating it up right now and putting it so on. But Flacky, he's gone. He's out of here. He will definitely clean up race 1 for sure. Flacky's just the tyre specialist. He is coming up to lap traffic, but I don't think he will catch them with 4 laps to go. Justin Bryce back in position number 4. Just come on to the main straightaway. James Spotto, we've got to give him some credit right now. He's up in position number 5, and his teammate Craig Stoddard in the Fano in position number 6. Eric Chandler has fallen back to position 7. He won't be too happy with that. And Papazili is in position 8. Andrew Chalui is in 9. Troy in 10th, and Jacob Spotto. Jacob still unfortunately DNF'd.
Back up front where the battle is, the closest one is still Opposano, although he's stretching that lead. Broadbent trying to stay with him, but it's all about the tyres.
Flacky's got a 5-second lead to these boys. And his lap time right now is a 1:04.776.
That's his best lap at the moment. The last lap was a 1:06.7 against Opposano's 1:06.8, so Oppo's still on the pace. Broadbent about half a second off there, but almost clipped that inside. A lot of rear tail slap coming out of corners at the track here today. They're not really controlling because I'll tell you, the guys at home, if you are in the top 5 of the championship, you are not allowed any traction control. So it is a lot harder for these guys. And we saw Opposano lock up nice and hard there. None of these guys at the front have traction control. So tyre management's very important for these guys as we see Spotto and Stoddard. Here we go. This is a great battle now on board with Stoddard.
The 2 team cars gotta go for it, and they're position 5 and 6, so they don't want to do anything too drastic right now. I reckon they're just gonna play it nice and safe. Justin up in P4, but I don't think anyone's gonna catch Flacky right now. He's literally he's almost 5 seconds out in front. But with 2 laps to go, I can't see anyone catching Flacky right now.
No, Opposano is closing that gap, but it's not enough laps in the race. Spent too long behind Broadbent, but how is this going to play out for race 2 when it's reverse grid and 11 drivers? These faster guys have got to cut through the slower ones, and some are better than others here. So, yeah.
I think with the reverse grid coming out from race 2, you don't want to be doing anything too drastic and having problems at the start either.
Oh, Stoddard going wide. Is he going to hit the grass? No, they don't. They just hold it in time. The tyres are getting very old now. This is lap 24 and 25, and this will be a good indication as to what they'll do pit strategy-wise for race 2, as race 2 will be 45 laps long.
And it's a long one too. And with the hot weather right now, it will make it interesting as well.
So Spotto has actually nullified the damage to Justin Bryce. He doesn't want to let Justin Bryce get away too long, because that is the championship battle for him, is Justin Bryce. So he wants to stay nice and close. Stoddard won't be too far behind either as they battle it out on the second last lap.
Just past the finish line for the last lap right now, and then Daniel Opposano and Craig have also passed. So this is the last lap for the race 1 of the V8. And Flacky entering turn 1. Craig Broadband is just about to come into this turn 1, and so is Oppo. But all Flacky has done everything right and played it wide. The two boys at the back, they've been punching, just punching on and putting
Swapping
a good show on
turns.
Flacky.
Absolutely, giving a great show to the viewers at home there. If you do like what you see, make sure you hit the like and subscribe and the notification bell, and you'll be staying tuned with our racing all year long. And make sure you hit check out the description there and check out all our links. You too can join our community just by linking with us on Discord. As we see Scott Flack now coming down the main straight for the last time, taking a well-deserved win, very solid win, very dominating for Scott Flack, and he takes a checkered flag, and that.
Daniel Opposano second. Craig Broadband will cross the line, sir. Justin Bryce will finish 4. James Spotto, he'd be happy with a P5. Craig Stoddard 6. Ellie Chandler, P7.
Antonis Papanopoulos, he's coming down for P8.
Andrew Kalui, unfortunately, will finish 9th. He's almost there. And
then it's Troy Chuslowski in the top 10.
What a race. That was incredible.
Well,
it
got really hot around 3/4 into the race, and then it started to spread out once the positions changed a little bit, and the whole composition of the race changed its dynamics as we headed into lap 25. Okay, so end of race 1. We'll go to the results, and it is...
Race 1 goes to Scott Flack. Well-deserved race. P2 will be Daniel Obasano. P3 will be Craig Broadband. Position 4 will be Justin Bryce. P5 will be James Spotto. He'll be happy with that. P6 Craig Stoddard. Position 7 Eric Chandler. Position 8
Antonis Papanopoulos.
Position Poulos. Position 9 Andrew Chalui. Position 10 Troy. And unfortunately, Jacob Shield did not finish.
In P11. All right, guys, so viewers at home, we are going to get ready and set up race 2 for you guys. So stay tuned with us and stick with the commercials, and we'll see you on the other end.
There is nothing like the mountain, the speed, the history, and most importantly, the sound. It's part of the Bathurst 1000, and now it's part of your whiskey too. Aged to perfection with the sweet sounds of a roaring V8 pumping through each oak barrel. Like a perfect lap of the mountain, each sip will leave you wanting more. For the second year, Ned Australian Whiskey brings you the 2022 limited edition Sounds of Bathurst Whiskey. And this year, Ned have taken it up a gear. The boldest drink for the greatest race in Australia.
James Spotto's on.
Okay. We are back for race 2. Welcome. It is a 45 lap reverse grid, and Tonis Papanopoulos there in P3. Troy Kozlowski starting from front row. Revs rising, and we are off. Chalui getting a fantastic start up the inside. Justin Bryce down the back getting a great start as well, but it's 4 wide down the main straight.
This is going to end real bad. Antonius is out, and Antonius has gone to the lead. He did the wide king and went out wide and said, see you later. Andrew Chalui, Troy gone off on the grass, but he has kept it all good. They all get through there nice and safe. Antonius is the leader from Andrew. Eric Chandler up to position 3, and Craig Broadband position 4. And James Spotto position 5, Justin Bryce position 6. Wow, what a start. Antonius is gone. He's bolted.
Spotto falling further back there. He started up high, but Broadbent getting a flyer right around the outside, moves him up into P4 and well ahead of Scott Flack, who is back down in P8. There he is. And Stoddard down there as well.
Flacky got the draft on Justin, and we'll have a look down the main straight. And Craig Joy got the draft on Eric Chandler as well. The boys have already drafted already.
Yeah, it's a wide stretch. It's also home to the drag strip on the infield. If you can see that from the drone cam on the left-hand side there, you can see that straight bit of road. That is also a drag strip. And we've got a drag strip right here between Chandler on the inside, going deep, just ahead of Broadbent there. And Chalui getting a great view in his revision mirror as he looks back and watches this all unfold. Spotto up there now. He wants a piece of that action.
This is a 4-car battle, literally for third position right now. James Spotto has come from race 1 after his 5th and said, you know what, I want to come play with these boys and have a real good go of it. Antonius is gone at the moment. He's out of it. He's bolted and said, see you later, catch me if you can. Andrew Chalui right now in position 2 from where he started back in, well, get last in race 1 almost. This is going to turn into a massive battle right now. Craig having a look on Andrew. Craig will get that easily, nice. Oh, Andrew just closed the door and said no. Oh,
I think that was a bit of muscle there, forcing his way through. Andrew trying to force the issue, but Broadbent said, mate, I'm already here, let me through. And that's it. Broadbent up into P2 now. Chalui holding back Chandra. Chalui, very accomplished real life race driver in the Pulsar series, and enjoying that. He's a real motorsport experience, and he's bringing that back to the simulator as Flacky up into P7 now, just behind Oppo and Brycey right there behind him in P8, and there's Stoddard.
Oh wow, this is literally almost a 10-car battle, almost. All 10 of them are literally going to be in this together right now. Eric Chandler, he got a little close to that grass then. They're all touching the grass. They're all having a go right now. This is what we wanted to see. I thought race 1 was hectic. Race 2 is going to be absolutely out of control if these boys keep going. Oppo having a look on James Spotto. Nope. James Spotto having a look on Eric Chandler. Holy smokes, this is like a 6-car battle right now. The boys are heating this up real well. Flacky's just, Flacky's like, let's pick off these cars one by one right now. Oppo had a look on James Spotto. Nope, short rights about it. Flacky gets close to Oppo. Into the hairpin. That's right now, it's basically followed the leader. James Spotto had a look on Eric Chandler. Yeah, so it's definitely follow the leader right now. No one want to be doing anything too drastic, and don't want to be bumping, but I can tell you, it is good world-class racing between all the boys. They're all giving each other plenty of room, and that is the definitely thing about supercars. You want to be giving them plenty. Oh, Andrew Chalui, unfortunately, he's gone off, and he's going to come back on.
That's Chalui going from third back down into P9, just in one corner. So Chandra now up into P3. That was a great battle there. Now it's all compressed. It's going to pop like a champagne bottle. Opedisano up the inside now.
How could he not hit that tyre barrier? He was so close to that.
They're definitely flirting with that one for sure to make some gains. The other drivers are avoiding it for now, but watch Flack go up the inside. Will he get there? No, he's showing the nose. He's going to force it. Opedisano giving him room because he's got the inside line for the next one, but will Flack try and come in? No, he's just going to tuck in. And that's bringing Bryce up the inside as well. We just saw him trying to clip the back there, but not going to happen on the hairpin. Maybe.
There is so much respect right now going on with these boys. They are giving plenty of room and the respect of each other. They have look, they've all raced with each other for a long time. There's that much respect there. There will be times that it gets hot, but this is absolutely world-class supercar racing right now in race 2. Wow. Flacky's gonna have a look. He's in that slipstream, but he's gonna have a go. And Oppo said no. Oppo seen Flacky coming in the rearview mirror and said,
Watch him try and come up the inside, but Opedisano shut that gate real quick. We saw Flacky setting that up nice and wide into turn 1, hoping to get that inside run, but it's not the line you want. You're not going to make any gains going through there, and he still settles into P6. Like they said, it is a long race. Oh, Chandra still up in P3, and Spotto up in a P4. Very good position for Spotto because Bryce is back down in a P7 at the moment.
Definitely, indeed. James Spotto will look to capitalise. He finished in P5 in race 1, and right now he's up there fighting with these boys and having a real damn good crack at it and sending that car where it should be. Craig Scotlock unfortunately has fallen back. Andrew Chalui up from starting position 3, was running 3, and unfortunately had that moment in the last corner. Craig Broadband, he's sitting in second. He come from the back. A lot of these boys have come from the back in the reverse grid, and they are absolutely trying to get to the front real quick. We're only at lap 7 of 45. It's a long race yet. You don't want to be going too early. You go too early and those tyres are going to get real hot, and that is it. Your tyres are going to go away. You're going to flat spot them. You're going to be just, not even anywhere right now. And the boys have just got to settle down, get into their rhythm, or don't. Oh yeah. As much as I said that, they all just want to throw it sideways right now. The boys are really having a damn good crack. But you just got to settle down, make sure there's not too much on those tyres at the moment.
Well, we saw in the first race they survived 24 laps, which is more than half race distance for race 2. So we know they can make it halfway. It's just a matter of, is the undercut going to be beneficial in this race and in this track? And it really depends, as we see Opedisano up the inside now. Oh, Spotto nice and strong into turn 1, cuts that door. And that's Chandra out wide as well. Chandra losing plenty of positions there.
Not only that, while these boys are fighting, Antonio Papalides is absolutely gone. He got a 1 and a 1 second. He's out of here.
Oh, I don't know how many versions of Antonis's name we're going to hear tonight, but I'm loving it. So should you at home. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. But let's give him some credit. The boy out front, Antonis Papanopoulos, like we said at the start of the coverage, he is hot to trot. It doesn't matter how much practice he's had. He's one fast sim racer and very accomplished worldwide. And he's joining us tonight all the way from Greece. As we've got...
He'd be making James Courtney happy driving his car tonight as well. Courtney would be having a smile on his face.
So I've got Bryce going to make a move. There's a battle here with Flacky and Oppo. But if we look further back, we've got another one with Chandra. Flacky going up the inside.
Flacky moves up. These boys have all come from the back too.
Oh, Spotto right around the outside manages to hold it on the black stuff. There's a bit more grip on the black there, not the green, and he's got to hold out Chandra as he tries to go wide. He just bumps him a little bit, but that's the natural racing line. Chandra trying to go up the inside.
He's not
just
making it easy for Chandler either.
oh, just a little tap there. That was enough to upset it. But Chandra can get back on the back of these guys as we've got Bryce and Spotto back up. We've got Flack and Oppo.
The boys have got to settle down. They are punch and blows and absolutely putting us so. So I hope everyone at home's having a good time watching this, because we certainly are here in the commentary box. I'm getting hot under the collar just watching these boys right now. It is on in the top end. Flacky just gets away. Oppo back and forth. Craig in second. Oppo trying to chase that draft down with Flacky, but not having any of it. Justin Blythe back in P5. He's in a battle. No, he's owning him at the moment. Oh no, you got Jay Spotto right behind, and Ellie Chandler and Craig Side. So we've got a 4-car battle for position number 5. And this will determine the points as well. You've got to think all these boys are fighting for points. Going into Bathurst when it's a double point system. You want to be getting as many points as you can right now in these sprint races before we get to Bathurst, because it's a double enduro, and that's where you can get double points for both races. So you want to make as much points as you can in these single races right now with the sprint rounds.
Yeah, once we get to the endurance series, it is double points, Bathurst and Sandown, and we may have another one there, as there's been a bit of a change in the calendar for this year, as Sandown's further towards the end of the year from memory.
Kale and Ben will be the endurers, what they're looking at right now.
Oh, that'll be exciting.
Yeah, definitely indeed. Yeah, let's go to Kale and Ben and put an enduro. 161 laps around the bend.
All right.
That will be
So Antonis Papanopoulos, from this almost the start of the race, is up into P1. It is 11 laps down, only still under let's face it, it's about a quarter of the race gone already. These guys, are they burning the tyres too much? The pace is on fire. Everyone's lapping in the 105s. That is hot pace at the moment. The guys at the back are struggling to keep up in the 106s, the low 106s. But
his best lap right now is a 104.797, and Craig's is a 104.730. I think Craig's catching him, to be honest, right now.
If we look at that gap in the top left-hand corner for our viewers, the gap is 1.979. So let's watch over the next few laps whether that decreases or increases.
I think Oppo's about to make a move on Flacky as well. It looked like Oppo was going to make a move then. But, wow, they are punch and blows. Literally punch and blows right now. And also the thing about this is they're going to have to think about that pick strategy. When do they take the lap, and do they just try to do an undercut? Hidden Valley being the way it is, you don't want to be flat spotting your tyre too much, because you made that one mistake and you're not going to get that undercut. So a lot of the boys will be thinking right now, when do I play the thing to come in, take that compulsory pit stop? They must take all 4 tyres.
Yeah, it's compulsory for all 4 tyres, and that's what keeps the racing nice and quick and close. As we know from last year, Scott Flack's been known to an entire race just on one set, depending on that length of the pit lane. And we know the entry to this pit row is very tight with the little chicane coming into the pit entrance there, so that slows them down even more, and it's a long entrance coming out.
And not only that, when you come out of the pit lane as well, you don't want to be coming back into lap traffic, because if you come back in, that car that's coming down the main trailway, it could pin you and take you to that position and put you back one. So you want to get in, do your pit stop, get all the 4 tyres, and get out as quick as you can, and try to make thing and not get caught in the undercut. That's the problem I had last year. I made a big mistake here last year by copying the undercut, and it threw me off for the rest of the race. I was out in front leading too. I remember that very well.
Yeah, it's not good. You've got to be aware of that. Without these guys really having race engineers other than Crew Chief, which is a downloadable, beautiful bit of software that you can download for free or donate through the forums, you don't really have anyone there telling you when other guys are trying to undercut you. So you really got to watch what's happening, and you got to be the one that's trying to undercut everyone else too. As we see Bryce getting out of the wind, these guys are chasing. Look at them weaving down the track there now. Oh, Spotto coming out for a look. He's making himself vulnerable to Chandra. Chandra just tapped him. Oh.
That could have angered really bad. It went from Eric having a look at James, from James having a look at Justin, to Eric again tapping James, and oh, that could have angered real bad. But they all got through safely. That's the good thing. We don't want to see a car go off and unfortunately not keep in this battle, but they are punching blows. And it is really hot in the top end right now here at Hidden Valley.
Yeah, Eric Chandra will soon get back on the back of that pack and make another challenge for sure, as Spotto will be too distracted by Justin Bryce up ahead. Again, they've really got to play to the tyres at the moment. I think if they lap it around the 20, if you're going to undercut, I would come in around lap 20. Now you're going to be vulnerable towards the end, but hopefully you've gained enough spots to get further up the field to actually not have any impact. As we know in race 1, that full set did last 24 laps, no problem.
Not only that, you don't want to be coming in the pit area too quick either. You can also get a drive-through penalty if you hit that line just at the wrong time. It will ping you, and then you have to do a drive-through, and then goes your race basically.
Yep.
So you just want to get it perfectly in there right and out. Daniel Pisano at the moment is absolutely on the back of Flacky. Antonius Papazilli, he's absolutely out in front. I think I got his name right. Hallelujah.
No, I don't think so. You're almost there. All right, so Papanopoulos stretching that lead again over the 2 seconds, and last lap was a 105.8 against Broadbent, a 106 flat.
Oppo's gonna have a look at Flacky. He had another look. He was really close then, and had another look, but unfortunately, just can't get that position right. You got to get that draft from the last corner down main straightaway into turn 1 in. If you get that draft right, you're in there. You're gonna be able to stick the car up there, get it in, and pull the position off real well, and you'll be perfectly fine. You just got to play smart coming out of the last corner.
Yeah, we just saw Papanopoulos just get it wide there, lighten up the rears. He doesn't want to do that too early unless he's really punching in the times, because that last lap time and this lap time's looking pretty good at the moment.
Chalui has just come out of pit lane 2, so he was the first to pit. I think he's changed his tyres on lap 16. He's unfortunately 54 seconds down. He hopefully doesn't want to get lapped either. You don't want to be lapped, so you want to get a smart lane.
He's just copped a pit lane penalty as well, so he's going to have to serve either a drive-through or a stop and go, depending on the severity of the penalty. My guess is just a drive-through.
You made that small mistake, and that will cost you race. You'll have to go through, unfortunately. And Daniel has got past Flacky somewhere. Flacky was in front of Oppo. I think Daniel got past Oppo, got past Flacky on the first corner. We are lap 17 of 45, and right now it is Antonis Papazilli in position 1, Craig Broadbent P2, Daniel Opposano P3, Flacky P4, James Spotto is in position 5 where he started and finished in race 1. Justin Bryce, position 6, Eric Chandler, position 7, Craig Stoddard, position 8, Troy, position 9, and Andrew is in position 10.
So look back at Spotto and Bryce. There's a battle. There's Chandra, and Spotto's got past Bryce as well. So that's Spotto up into P5. A real spicy battle going on there for P5 behind Scott Flack, and Chandra back on the train as well. Further back it is Craig Stoddard in P8 coming around turn 1, hoping to continue the good form from Barbagallo. He finds himself out there lapping in the low 107s.
He'll get good points. If he stay where he is right now, he will get good points. He finished race 1 in position 5. If James Spotto stays where he is, he'll finish in position 2. I reckon he'll get good points. But it's all about that crucial pit stop. They're at lap 18 of 45. None of the front boys have blinked yet.
Not yet, but this is the pit window within the next, I'd say, 5 laps. We're going to see all of them pit.
Yep.
They've got to do the undercut. It's not worth it. They've got to try something, especially Opposano and Flack, which I saw in the background coming into turn 1. There they are.
It'd be funny if all, the top 5 all pitted at once.
Well,
They'll just throw the race all out.
They don't want to come in and trip over each other, so I'd say the smart one would be the odd one out would just stay out there and do one more lap. Not too many more, just one more, because you're not going to gain anything. You're just going to lose something. I'm sure Broadbent's falling into the clutch of these two, but the gap he's showing is only
he's 3 seconds
2.7.
back from Antonius. So I reckon Craig's fallen. Yeah, definitely what you said. He's fallen back to Daniel and Flacky real quick. He did it. His last lap was a 1:06.585, and Antonius was a 1:06.028. So I reckon Craig's fallen back. Well, I reckon.
Well, that's half a second. That's half a second
exactly.
in one lap alone, and that's Czeslowski into the pits now for his set of tyres. It looks like he's getting lifted up for the right set at least. Chilui already coming, had his set, so he's going to come around and take that position from Czeslowski.
We're in the critical window right now for the pit stops, and like you said, Shane, the boys have to pick when they want to come in. Justin Bryce has just come in as well, so just as you turn to Justin, he's come in. So I reckon pretty much the top 5 is going to have to make their decision of when to come in and take that compulsory pit stop, and then it's going to really throw everything out. But like you said, you don't want to be going all in at once and then overshotting it or tripping over each other. You don't want to be doing that. That will just be silly. So let's see where Antonia's drifting out of the last corner. Craig is falling back even further right now. It is literally almost 4 seconds, literally. I think Craig's going to fall back to Oppo, and that Oppo's back 6. Flacky's a 7 seconds back. James is 13. We got a yellow flag for something.
Oh, I just heard someone.
What was it? Andrew, I think,
That's
spun.
Chilui trying to give way to Antonis there, and that's cost Antonis a bit of time. But he's still sporting a 3.5 second lead, and Chandra in for the pits now.
Okay,
so this will
Emma's
be,
coming.
yeah, I'd say everyone's going to jump in at the same time here. Let's watch Antonis. You don't want to come in any later than this. You're going to waste.
You need to do it now.
Yeah. Antonis has got a big enough gap. He needs to get in there now, just so no one's going to undercut him at all. It's not worth it. He needs to cover that off. If he's thinking about that with strategy-wise, he's going to come in now. Let's see if he does.
Does he come in, or he's sliding? Does he come in?
No, he doesn't.
Out.
Stays out. So what does Broadbent do? Broadbent's got to come in. No, he doesn't. Who's the next one? Oppo. No, he stays out. Flacky's got to come in. Yes! There he is. I told you, the odd one's going to do the opposite. And that tonight is Scott Flack in P4. Okay, so this is his opportunity to get ahead of Opposano. Opposano needs to cover this off and come in the pits ASAP as we're watching Flacky come in for a pit stop. The inside set's getting done, outside, and then he should be off straight away. No fuel. And off he goes. Very clean, very good stop from him. Papanopoulos is coming around the hairpin now. And
this is going to be close. Where's Flacky right now? Flacky is just just left the pit area.
okay.
So he got out in front of Justin.
Yes, Justin Bryce made some few gains. If you notice, Brycey right on the back of Flack, and he was nowhere to be seen beforehand. These guys got to come in now. It's got to happen now. We'll watch from back here. Broadbent's got to come in. There he goes. And Oppo will come in as well.
Jay Spotto.
So Broadbent and Oppo.
Well, so then the second, third, and fourth have all come in. Where's Flacky?
Flacky's
Flacky.
26 seconds behind. He'll be around the hairpin, back of the pack. Let's see where he is now.
He's
And
almost at the
Flacky.
almost at the last end of the last corner. I
Okay.
reckon Flacky gonna get him.
So
Craig's just
Broadbent coming.
leaving.
Oppo
Oppo
coming.
leaving.
All right, there it is.
This is gonna be on. Flacky got the younger tyres, the new fresh tyres. There goes Flacky past Oppo. Craig's just got into turn one. Remember, Flacky got that more fresher tyre. Craig and Oppo have got new tyres have just been put on. Where's James Spotto? He's back in P5, so he's got Justin.
Well, Flack was able to warm up those new tyres and get the jump on Oppo, and that's exactly what one lap does, hitting one lap earlier. Now, it's not going to make too much of a difference at the end of the race, so it's definitely worthwhile getting the jump in the middle sector of the race.
Justin has jumped James Spotto, by the way, too, in that pit stop as well.
Well, Spotto might have had a dirty, not a clean pit stop there, because that cost him a lot of time there. And yes, he's now got to overtake Troy Cieslowski again. Troy will give way to him, but down the main straight, that's hard. Spotto will just stay close to him, trying to get that side draft. There it is. Now he's got Justin Bryce in his sights. Coming out wide, wants to turn in early. Oh.
Flacky's catching Craig very quick too. Flacky get a 1:04.235. Holy smokes, Flacky is driving quicker than anyone right now. That was his best lap.
So big mistake from the leader, Antonis Papanopoulos. He's losing 2 seconds a lap now because Scott Flack just posted the 1:04.2 and Papanopoulos is lapping in the 1:06.7s. So he's losing 2.5 seconds per lap. He's got to come in now, otherwise he's going to lose that lead. This will be a great race if he spends one more lap out there, and then it's a big battle towards the end of the race.
Drew has DNF too. He's called it a night by the looks of it. But you're definitely right, Antonius has got to come in. He definitely has to come in and take his big stop.
It's got to be this lap or never. He's wasted too much time now. Here he comes. There he is.
Now he comes in.
All right, so where's Broadbent? Now he's coming in the pits. He's coming into the hairpin. So Antonis just needs to coast through.
They're all sitting at the hairpin. They've just left the hairpin right now. Craig, Flacky, and Daniel have they're almost going to be at the end of this last corner. He's leaving pit lane now. Antonius is.
So there's Antonis, and you'll see up the top of the. There they are. There's the three. I think Antonis might just have it. Oh, this is a big battle. Watch this going on into turn one, and that's Antonis gone. He's lost the lead. Now it's a four-way battle for the lead, and Antonis has got the freshest tyres yet. They're still not cold. Look at him trying to struggle. Oppo just.
I think he left it too late. I really feel that he left it too late, and that's given Craig the lead. But look who's in second.
Look, this is going to be a four-way battle to the end of the race. So strap yourselves in, get a drink now, because this is going to go on the entire race. And it's Craig Broadbent out in front with a little bit of a lead, just over a second now. No DRS in this race, so very safe still up the front.
This is intense racing right now. You got Craig out there. You got Oppo, Flacky. They're all going. But I really feel that Antonius left it too late. He had to come in early, and I feel he left it way too late.
What's going to take a lot of work for him to get past these guys in front. They're too strong. Although how much pace has Antonis been showing to get himself in that position where he's been supporting a 4-second lead over these champions here.
He's racing up against seasoned campaigners that all have, like you said, caliber of championship. Craig Broadbent, a former series champ. Daniel Pisano, a former series champion. Flacky looking to try to win his first. Antonius is up against 3 world-class drivers that know what they're doing. They've been in the game long enough. But he's taking it to the boys. He is not giving up without a fight. This is not New South Wales versus Queensland anymore. This is punch for punch, blow for blow. The world against each other, pretty much. Basically right now.
Yes, we've got the 3 Aussies up front and the Greek boy at the back, Antonis Papanopoulos. And it's a 4-way battle. This is going to be so enjoyable and sweaty for these guys out in front. They're going to be in the mirrors the entire race. They're not really used to this far out from the end of the race, but there is 17 laps to go, and that is plenty around here here at Hidden Valley Raceway.
This is making me hot, and I know what this is like. I've battled these boys for years, and you've called the
Flacky's just lost it. So Flacky's got to get back, get the grass off the tyres and get back in the rhythm. One little lock-up, that's all it takes. So that's Papanopoulos up one more position as he chases down Daniel Opatisano from Butterbing Motorsport in P2 at the moment. Craig Broadbent still sporting that 1-second lead, hoping these guys will battle it out amongst each other.
Flacky's just going to have to settle down and hopefully catch back up, or these boys really go punch for punch with each other, and that will bring Flacky back in. But right now, Craig's enjoying that 1-second lead, like you said. This is going to get real hot, and I'm getting hot just watching this. And as I said before, Flacky made a mistake. I know the intensity of what these boys are going through. I've been in this championship long enough with these boys. I've punched blow to blow with them, and they're putting an absolute hell of a show on here tonight at Darwin.
Yeah, still Flacky's getting on the back of this group. He's not too far off, although he's dropped another, he's down 2 seconds. So he has dropped off, contrary to what I've been saying. Where is he? There he's coming out of the hairpin now, trying to chase. He's in, he can see them, but he's 2 seconds back at the moment. Oh, this battle just up ahead now. This is the one we want to watch. Oh, Papanopoulos going wide. Watch what happens down the main straight. He got on the gas early, he got the power down because he wasn't such on an acute angle, and he's going to get up and get the tailwind. Watching overhead now. Will he get up? Oh, yes, he's made the move. Oh, he's going to go. Oh, look how close he got to that blue barrier.
So close. That was very close. I reckon any closer and he would have hit that. Funny thing is right now, if Antonio gets past Craig, they could really turn everything upside down. He was nowhere in race 1, unfortunately. He didn't have a good race 1. Right now, he is punching blows with 3 of the best in race number 2. He is going for it. He's saying the gloves are off. I'm come to play. Let's put a show on. This is incredible supercar racing.
Well, Papanopoulos definitely got enough practice laps in race 1. Finishing in P8, so he's no real threat for the round win, but he's stirring it up between Broadbent and Opatisano, because Broadbent's finished with the 3rd before, Flacky's with the win, and Oppo's in the middle. So if it stays like this, it'll stir up the results for sure.
Oh, definitely, indeed. He's just taken the gloves off and said, I've come to punch on with you boys. You're not going to have all the fun right now. And he is putting on an absolute crack of a performance here in race 2. I think Craig's fallen back into the clutches as well. He was 1 second and now literally not anywhere. That 1 second gone. That's out the window. Oh, someone just looked like it went off. I think that might have been Troy. Yes. Wow, it is really hot. Man, I feel so hot right now just watching this thing. This is intense.
Yeah, this is great viewing up here in Darwin. part of the Triple Crown. And it's Papadopoulos in P2. That is the race leader in front. So even though he pitted late, he's going to try and get it wide and get on the gas early. Watch him. He's going to get right on the back of Craig Broadbent now, and it's going to be a drag race down the main straight. Broadbent trying to weave and break that toe, but Papadopoulos is tucking in there. Watch him come out.
You know, this is there with them punching on. This is going to bring Flacky back in. One mistake out of these boys, and Flacky's going to be right there.
Oh, and here comes Broadbent, and here comes Opedasano as well.
This is intense. Flacky's falling back even further.
Yeah, Flacky, not too sure. Maybe Flacky's tyres have overheated. Oh, look at this.
This is world-class racing. Oppo's riding checks on the back of that Mustang of Craig saying, I'm here, I'm going to put my sticker on your bumper bar and say, tow me along, because this is intense.
Cieslawski retiring from the race as well now, so it's just the top 8 lapping as Papadopoulos regains the lead from the race after that pit stop. And breaking that toe from Craig Broadbent in the Race Tech Steel entry.
They're all fighting. I reckon they're all trying to find grip right now. I reckon there's grip out there. That's why they're doing it. I think Flacky needs to get back on this train right now and make it a 4-car battle, and it will really juice things up with this at the moment. I hope you guys are liking it at home, because me and Shane are certainly loving it in the commentary box here right now. These boys are punching on and having a damn good crack at it.
Well, Broadbent defending Opedasano as he has been all night long, and Oppo's going to finish with a second and a third, and if they stay like this, Broadbent's going to finish with a third and a second, which would give the advantage to Broadbent at the moment.
Well, Flacky had a first in race 1, and if he has a P4, unless something happens with these 3 boys, it definitely looks like Craig's going to take the round. We are lap 33 or 45. We're still got a little bit to go, but this is intense. The boys have, Flacky's got the grass then. How's James Spotto and Justin Bryce going right now?
Bit of a gap there.
There is a gap back to them boys at the moment.
Actually, we'll take the opportunity to go through the field as we've got the leader, Antonis Papadopoulos, front, and it's Scott Flack in 4. He's got to get that gap back under 2 seconds. He can do it. He's shown in race 1 that he can definitely do it. And then it's James Spotto. James Spotto leading James Bryce in P6. Then it's Eric Chandra, who came in early for his pit stop. And then
Craig Stoddard is in P8.
Yes,
he's
and that's
just behind Eric as well.
Yeah, that is for position on screen.
I think Flacky's tyres have gone off.
Well, they might have overheated when he flat spotted in that turn. And see how one little outbrake himself just ruins it.
Yep, and I said that earlier tonight. You make that one little mistake, and that's it. Your race is gone. He's 5.5 seconds off the lead of the race. But these two right now, Daniel and Craig, they're letting Antonio Papadopoulos get away. And if these two punch on, I reckon that might bring Flacky back in. And then it changes the championship up even more. So these two don't want to be punching on too much. But that's what they're doing right now. And it's letting Flacky sort of might get back where he's just... They're coming out of the hairpin as Flacky's just going out. So Flacky's still there, but these two don't want to be punching on too much.
Well,
the Aussie...
Flacky has got that gap still at the 3 second mark. And he's lapping the same lap times as the guys in front, but that's not going to get him any closer to the back of these two. He really needs to start pushing it, but he is falling off almost 4 seconds now. You would say he's lost it and unable to get control of those tyres again.
Definitely indeed, and we're lap 36 of 45, so we're 14 laps to go. Oh no.
Yes, only 9 laps to go in this race.
Sorry, my bad.
There hasn't been a boring lap so far, and we don't intend it going that way all the way to the end, as Oppo's doing all he can to get closer.
The racing has been absolutely intense. The boys are just punching. They are punching blows for blows. They are having a go. And they ain't no former champions or season campaign drivers for nothing. You've got 2 former champions here right now in second and third, punching blows. You've got a Oppo on that curve. Then that steering wheel almost snapped out of his hands. Flacky's off. Flacky's made a mistake in the last corner. Oh no, that could have. And now Flacky's 10 seconds back. I think he might have just went wide just as we were across to him. I think he hit the curb. Yes, he hit the curb.
He's got hooked up on the curb, unable to brake hard enough to get back on track, and he's just off runner, and he's lost about 5 seconds in the meantime. As we go back up front, it is Broadbent and Oppo still there. The battle of the night, battle of the weekend. Oh, up the inside now. There he is. That's Broadbent. Still there. He's right next to him. Oh, he's let him back in. Oh.
What world-class racing between 2 former champions. Not giving it anything. They are absolutely punching blows and going toe-to-toe. The boys will be, honestly, they've been racing for a long time together. That's why they are both former supercar champions. They know what to do, and they know when the heat is up, they're going to punch it out and have a go. They're not backing down.
They're definitely not backing down. The gap, just 0.1 of a second. Oh, 1/100. Oh, Oppo's overshot it, has he?
No, he got it. He made that stick.
Broadbent.
He come from a long way back to make that stick then.
We might have a look at that in the replay, I think.
He was so far back.
Go to the train. We'll watch the drive. No, that's very controlled, but locked up towards the end. Just locked up the front. Broadbent just tried to get the cut underneath and wasn't able to bring it back. And that is position P2 for Opposano. Still nothing in it as Broadbent's staying with him.
He's got to change the scanning up again.
Yeah, it looks like Oppo will get the upper hand on the round. That could be 2 in a row for Daniel Opposano.
Definitely, indeed. If it stays the way it is, like you said, Oppo will have the upper hand, and definitely he will score his second round win. That'll be 2 rounds in a row that Oppo's taking out the round, unless Craig sticks it back and has another go. But they are getting so close to that concrete wall, it's not funny right now. The Camaro, the Butterbean Camaro against the Ford Mustang of Craig Broadbent. 2 former series champions blowing and going out and having a battle.
Papanopoulos is stretching that lead out to just over 4 seconds now. Just crept under there, but he has dominated race 2. That is for sure. We thought he was under threat when he when he pitted late, but he showed that there was no issue as he cut through the 2 drivers. One was an easy pass with Scott Flack making that mistake, and the other 2 was just pure class getting past these champions.
Scott Flack.
So Spotto catching Flack in the background. Let's go to that battle now. As we see, Spotto got that gap to 1.6.
Closing that gap down on Scott Flack. Blackie doesn't want to lose another gap right now. Oh, Justin Bryce just slides it out of the last corner. Does a Craig Lowndes style. Eric Chandler in position 7. Craig Scott back in position 8. So that is the leading cars. Flackie's just going to want to not lose anymore, because Justin is, James Spotto is getting closer.
That
time, 1 second.
That time's definitely dropping now, 1.5. Flacky lapped a 107 flat, and Spotto lapped in a 106.3. So 0.7, 7 tenths is a lot in one lap. If he keeps doing that, he'll be past Flacky in no time.
Flacky's got 5 laps to just keep it in position 4 and get the points. But James Spotto is coming, and he is bringing that Fanta car real close. That gap just closed down even closer. I reckon James is going to get Flacky here, and these two, they are not lifting. Craig just went from one side of the racetrack to the other. Holy smokes.
He's up the inside trying to get up the inside, but there's no room there. It's a single track through here. You see them just going through. That's how close they are. And that's a gap to the rest of the field. Scott Flack should be appearing. And look at the gap now. That is Flack coming into play, and Spotto. Spotto is on fire for 2025.
Flack's got his hands full, definitely indeed. And there's Justin Bright going through, and then there's a long gap back to Eric. But Flacky has got to put the elbows up. Craig shot up in P8, he's a long way. Flacky got to put the elbows up and fight for this position. He doesn't want to let James come, but James is getting closer and closer right now. Oh, this is nuts. Flacky going to lose this position, I reckon. And James has got the draft down the main straightaway. I reckon James is going to have something. Craig Broadbent also getting close. Oh, we got 3 laps to go, and James Spotto is right there. He's putting that car everywhere he can and getting in the rearview mirror. Flacky saying, I am here, I'm chasing you. I want that position. This will be good for James Spotto right now. If he can pass Flacky, he will move up to position 4. He finished 5th in race 1. Flacky has got to drive that wheels and keep that thing nice and hooked down. But you're definitely right saying James Spotto is having a crack of a season in 2025.
Yeah, he's been very impressive throughout the season, starting at Sydney Motorsport Park, but I was more impressed with his run at Melbourne. Very solid results here, and he's been consistently doing that week in, week out. Oh, he just about touches the back of Flacky.
This is getting really intense. Flacky's just got to survive for another 2 laps. But I don't know if Flacky can do it. James is all over him. That Sprite car, that's making me thirsty right now just watching this. James is literally making that rearview mirrors of Flacky all green, saying, I am here. I want that position that you have. We only got literally 2 laps to go, and this is intense for P4. Craig's even closer to Oppo as well. There's nothing in that one between Craig and that as well. This is intense for the last 2 laps. There is 2 battles, literally. You've got a battle for 2nd and 3rd. You've got a battle for 4th and 5th. The boys have absolutely gone punch to punch tonight, and they are putting a cracker on. I hope you guys are at home enjoying this, because I certainly am, and so is saying in the commentary box. What a race. This is incredible.
You're even running out of breath, mate. So if you are if you are loving this at home, make sure you hit that. Give us that thumbs up for SimHaus TV, and that'll support the channel and find us back here again for the next round of the V8s. We've got to give some credit to Antonis Papanopoulos. He's been so dominant out in front this race, pretty much leading the majority of the race, other than a quick pit stop, which really pitted, what, 4 laps later than these guys in front, or behind, I should say now. Definitely. So made it interesting for when he did pit, but geez, he's definitely got past and just said, see you boys, I am out of here.
He let Flacky locked up. He left us so late, and like you said, he pitted 4 laps later, and then he came back out and just went toe-to-toe with these boys, took the gloves off and said, I'm going to punch on with you and take this. Flacky right now, he's got 1 lap to survive, and James Spotto is all over him. James is really close in the last corner.
Oh, right around the outside, that's too far out. Oh, both off the racing line there. I don't know if that's he's gonna get that back in time. That was one move he had to make, and he made it, but it's not paid off yet. yet, but it's not over yet. We are on the last lap, and this is Antonis Papanopoulos on the final lap of the race. Very solid race from him indeed. Opposano and Broadbent. I've got to go back to that one. That's the battle there.
Eddie's definitely not over. Oppo's holding it to take out the round. Unless Craig can make some kind of a miracle runs, Oppo will win. Take out his second round win in the 2025 V8 Supercar Championship. This is incredible, but well done to Antonio Papazelli. He will win race 2 of the V8 Supercars. Left it so late in the pit, and he said, "See you later, boys. I'm going to take it." Well done, Antonio. Deserving win in race 2 of the V8. Oppo will get second and take out the round win. Craig Broadbank third. Flacky will hold on to position 4. James Spotto, take your hat off, mate. Well done. You have finished in P5. Congratulations, buddy. Well done. That will bring Justin Bryce in position 6. Eric Chandler will finish position 7. Craig Stoddard will come home in the Fanta Camaro in position 8. Troy Gazowski in position 9, unfortunately DNF, and Andrew Chaluri will finish in position 10.
So there was
good racing, boys. Well done.
There was absolutely no room for a break there or to rest their hands. The boys on the radio are really complaining how hard that was on the arms. They got arm pump at the moment and really struggling, but Antonis Papanopoulos is very, very happy in the cockpit at the moment, so well done to him. His first win here for SimHaus, and it definitely won't be his last. So we'll go to the Stoddard launching it.
Wow, Craig just sent it and said, "There we go, sponsors, we can repair my car." But congratulations to Daniel Opposano. He will take out round 6 of the V8 Supercars. That's now 2 for Oppo.
Okay, so we're going to bring up the results, Dave, of race 1, and I'll go through them as we speak. It is Antonis Papanopoulos taking the win, as we said, in the number 7 Snowy River Caravans entry, racing with us from Greece, and beating Daniel Opposano, who just got ahead of Broadbent a couple laps towards the end there, and Scott Flack just holding out against James Spotto, who made one last-ditch effort to get that position, but not to be, so Scott Flack finishes 4th. Spotto in 5, Justin Bryce, a solid 6 from him, just ahead of Eric Chandra, who was charging in after pitting early, probably faded off towards the back there, and Craig Stoddard finishing in P8. Troy Jaslowski coming in the top 10 in P9, so too Andrew Chilawi in P10, both retiring early, and that was the end of the results. So that means next round it will be Townsville. Now keep your eyes peeled. I think the 8th is a Tuesday again, because we've got State of Origin on that weekend as well. So we've moved the race again to a Tuesday night. So thanks for sticking with us tonight on Tuesday, and join us again on the 8th of July for round 7 at Townsville. Mate, one of your favourite
definitely
tracks.
Indeed. I tove Townsville. Townsville is a good little circuit if you get it right. I have happened to finish 2nd at Townsville, and that was probably the best podium that I've had at Townsville. So looking forward to getting up there and calling all the action with you. Should be a heck of a race come Townsville.
Yeah, definitely a great event there. Great atmosphere up there as well. And we're going to stay in Queensland after that on the 6th of August for Queensland Raceway. We haven't been there for ages. So
yeah,
looking forward to that one. And then the Bend on the 12th of September. Bathurst will be on the 9th of October, and that'll be the Wednesday before the big one. And then we go to Gold Coast, Sandown towards the end of the year. And then our favourite Adelaide Clipsal, not Clipsal, let's call it the Adelaide 500.
Yep.
Not too sure who the sponsor is this year, so we'll see, and you will see as well. So thanks for joining us at home. Again, please support the channel. Either donate or at least give us a thumbs up, and join our Discord channel. You too could be on track with these boys, and we look forward to seeing you then. Until then, thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one.
Good night.